What are you exceptionally good at, but hate doing? Data entry. I can type very fast and very accurately, but it's the most mindless task with zero creativity. Data entry is a gateway to the creative world of data analysis, full of such rich creative choices as should I use a stacked bar chart, or a stacked percentage chart? Do I want to show this data by day or clustered by week? And what shade of gray is best for this data? That unironically sounds like something I'd enjoy. I actually like organizing things. Why, yes, I am extremely boring. How could you tell? Since everyone's in quarantine, doing a couple data analysis courses would be a great way to spend it. Plus, once you've got an understanding of what you need to do and you've built up some SQL skills, there's tons of good jobs in the field. Being nice to customers. The amount of times I confuse my lines. A customer walks in and I walk up to them, smile, and politely ask, "Would you like a bag with that?" Completely confusion. Sorry, I meant to use my other line. Hi, how are you today? That's me. I have a generally polite attitude towards everyone, and working in retail it's easy to use that to be friendly no matter what, even when a customer is angry and wanting things done now when I need a manager and their magic keyring to get the dang machine to accept the transaction, and that takes time. They might be at the other end of the store or busy with other customers. It doesn't help that I've had a mask of being happy and friendly since I was a teenager due to depression. That mask just stays on during work too. Yep, customer service in general. I hate it but I handle very well. I am phenomenal at customer services, but I perform it as an out-of-body task. If I zoom back in and listen to myself, I'm usually disgusted. Being on time, I only hate it because nobody I know does it. I'm always early, and I hate it. But I'm only early BC, I'm always paranoid I'm going to be late, so I leave really early. This is one of the things I am good at and also love, however my wife hates it. Early is on time is late, and late is unacceptable. Math. I don't know why I'm this good at it but I hate it so much that's crazy. Ah. So you're good at math. Let me test. 2 plus 2. Something doesn't add up. Listening to people's problems. Me too. For some reason people like to tell me every sad thing that has happened to them. From getting a stroke 10 years ago to finding their dead dog from a ditch after it ran away. In a way I don't mind listening, but I still don't know why these complete strangers want to tell me these things. You should find some people you really care about, and listen to their problems. Same. Incredibly good. But when it came time for them to reciprocate, they suck. They can go bleep themselves because I'd rather hone that skill but not for unaware, dense mother bleepers. Yep. Like I know they need to talk to someone and it can help, but also drains my energy if it becomes a one-sided pattern. I am very good at handling children ... which is ironic because I don't particularly like kids. Same. Kids enjoy my company, but I really not enjoy theirs. They're like cats. The less you like them, the more they like you. I don't talk down to kids or use simplified language. Most kids really like being talked with like an equal. I imagine that people who don't particularly like kids would do the same. Fixing computers. Please stop asking me to fix your computer for free. Please. Can you come over and download the RAM for me? Well. Ask for money for spare parts, D. I feel this so hard. I used to love it, and got good at it, so I got asked for help constantly. And it's not so much that I mind helping, or even that I'm doing it for free, but it was my job and I am very keen on that whole work-life separation thing. So the one thing I wanted to stop thinking about after I got home was the thing I got bugged about the most. It seems selfish in retrospect, but fuck's sake, I do not want to listen to you yammer on about your damned computer for 2 hours after having done it for 8 hours already. Procrastinating. Honestly, procrastination is the reason why I haven't killed myself. I was excited recently because someone in my town started a procrastinators support group. Unfortunately, our first meeting keeps getting pushed back. Talking people down from suicide. It's my job. Thank you for your service. I know you don't like doing it, but you do a great service to others. Thank you. Public speaking. I am an introvert, and I do safety training for my company. Comprehension has gone up drastically, and I have done quite a few talks on how to use science to make safety fun in my industry. But after, I have to shut myself in a hole for at least 3 hours to get myself back to center, because it is so exhausting to me. I have to sort of be a different person, and doing that is mentally. Yeah, it's weird. I'm one of those people who has trouble holding a normal conversation with somebody, apart from people that I know, of course, but if I'm giving a public speech or presentation, suddenly everybody pays attention to me and seems to respect my insight a lot. I've made some friends and contacts solely because they've witnessed me giving a speech and been impressed by the performance. I just get more confident and talk with a I know what I'm talking about voice when I can actually talk about a specific topic with some authority. Then someone random comes up to me and asks, "So tell me about yourself," and I'm suddenly totally clueless on what they're after. So after presentations I always have this "what just happened" moment, even though I've done a lot of them. Cleaning. Until you're 15 minutes in and realize everything's dirty and you have to clean it now because you know you're not going to clean anything tomorrow. Same. I was praised in my last job for being very thorough in cleaning my working place, kitchen, but at my place it's such a mess lol, I have to force myself to do it. Everything I have ever become exceptionally good at. As soon as I become proficient at something, the fun stops and it just becomes work. I pretty much only enjoy learning, but I don't get much enjoyment out of performing what I have already learned. For example, I had an amazingly fun time learning how to weld for over 10 years. There's a lot to learn in welding and you can make major improvements for many years. You can even go your whole career learning new things about welding, but eventually you reach a point where you have become proficient and you're only doing minor adjustments to perfect your craft. For me, the joy is gone at that point, and with that goes my passion for it as well. Maybe start teaching. There can be a lot of joy and satisfaction in seeing others become good at things you are teaching them. I worked with a welding supervisor, who basically was tasked of getting the skills up. He was very passionate talking about other people's welds and craftsmanship. Lawn work, I can do it all. Struggled to do a basic mow and trim on my own yard on time. Organization. At work everything is pristine. Any video game I play becomes disquietingly structured. The idea of organizing my bedroom makes me want to lie on the floor and cry. Labor work. Been doing it for half my life, roughly 20 years. Thank you for your dedication. Our laborers put so much strain and damage on their bodies for the rest of us to have functional lives, and 99% of your work is done under the radar and society doesn't think twice about your importance. But without laborers we would have nothing. Thank you so much. I'm exceptionally good at waking up. I've never not woken up. It's a curse, really. having to face every new day with the certainty that in all likelihood my challenges and failures will carry over and over again. Sleep is my mistress, and a whore is she. Night after night, she holds me, coddles me, uses me. When sunlight comes knocking on my door, as it must, she jumps awake and sends me off into the world through the back door. Silent, dreary and blubbering curses to the wind. It is my back door. She is my guest. And yet, every morning I find myself in my lonely nakedness, darting from cover to cover, searching for any sign of respite from the heat of day. Tonight I will go back into the arms of my familiar. I will let her hold me, coddle me, use me, for one more chance that when sunlight comes knocking she will keep holding me, coddling me, using me, forevermore.